Hey folks, Quill18 here, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play RimWorld Alpha 13. This is from the autosave. You can see we're still in the first of fall. It looks like we don't actually have the raiders. Which, I mean, I guess is good, because we're not currently under attack. Maybe we're about to get an event again, you know, in like 2 seconds as soon as I unpause. I have no idea. Honestly, the raiders aren't that scary. If it was a siege, I'd be like, yay, no siege. Raiders, I'm like, yeah, walk into my guns. You'll probably all die. And then we'll get some new guns and body armor and maybe a prisoner. So, I don't know. I guess that worked out-ish. Okay. Anyway, so I don't have to go and tell him to mine this stuff out right now. He can keep mining outside the base, which is preferable while we have the opportunity. You know, before there's snow and before we are under siege. Hey, we're getting a raid again. Oh, we're getting tribespeople instead. Which, interestingly enough, I mean... Oh, what do we have here? Oh, we got a bunch of leather over there we can grab. It's quite far, but it's probably worth picking up. Tribespeople are obviously less well equipped than your average pirate raider. So in that sense, it's easier. But there's a lot more of them. They actually tend to do a shocking amount of damage. We also never reset our traps over here. Because, I mean, we've been legitimately kind of busy. So, who else can haul? Because I think it's haulers that reset traps. That's not actually the job I was looking for. There you go. You do that. Mr. Brown Pants. Oh. You do that trap. And then you can do this one. And I think that'll be all our traps. Where are the tribespeople? Have they arrived yet? No, they... Oh, they're preparing for a bit. They're not attacking right away. Okay, we're going to restrict everyone. I'll just restrict him to the home area for now. And then I can do a tighter restriction later on. And I guess I'll go ahead and set up a mining job here, which IU would prioritize due to proximity, without us having to worry too much. Animals are still limited to their animal area. Okay, that's all good. Guns are turned on, apparently earlier than they need to be. And since we don't actually have much battery power, let's actually turn that off, because right now... They aren't attacking, right? Yeah. No, now they're attacking. When Fuzzy moves out. So stay in Area 1. Because right now, if an assault were to start, it would be actually quite bad. Turn that on. Turn off all our lights. Because we don't actually have enough power. Especially if night's about to fall. No, it's 10 o'clock in the morning. We're actually perfectly fine. But I want to make sure we've got a lot of power for our actual guns here. Keep working indoors. Everything is hunky-dory there. How's that art there coming, Jeff? Oh, did you finish one? Yes, you did. Normal quality. Wonderful. Where do I want to put it? Well, I want an existing bedroom somewhere. Probably not this one, because I think this one's really nice. And doesn't need the extra help. Oh, no. What we're going to do is we're going to add it to this room. A room that everyone visits when they eat. And also a place that people visit while they cook. So that's pretty good. Actually, this might not be another bad area here, too. Alright, guns are turned on. Traps are ready to go. We'll let that do... They're not wearing helmets. Thump, thump, thump. Oh, ostriches! Oh, don't go outside to go and repair the walls. Okay, I was going to say this door is going to close, right? Yeah, that's a lot of people. So they're definitely going to rush these things and probably smash a lot of our guns. Which is more than a little frustrating. I wonder if there's something better I can do. I mean, I have the slow walking. Well, right now, there's only one that's actually meleeing. Most of them are using their arrows, and they do have some cover here. That's a lot of... I gotta say... We might not actually be able to finish them off as is. And losing these guns is really annoying, because if we want to increase the number of guns, well, first we got to build the old ones. Okay, they're fleeing. Good. Move out. I'm worried that my people are going to get shot in the back of the head here. And no one's wiggling, so everyone's dead. Everyone's dead. Yep. Oh, no! Brigand's alive here. What are you looking like? Oops. Okay. No long-term damage. You can't haul. You're beautiful. Interesting. You're lazy. So you can't haul, and the work you do, you work 20% less fast. You know, I got some news for you. You are going to bleed to death on the ground. Sucks to be you, but that's the way it goes. And we can unrestrict, and we'll remember this time to unrestrict our 2 hauling huskies. And we don't have many blocks right now. There is actually a bunch of blocks that are just sitting around that just haven't been allocated to a stockpile. So I think we can do that. None of our doors got smashed, but we do need to replace these slate walls. And I'll go and do that as well in preparation of adding more guns up there. And we want to flick this switch. Oh, and we can turn our lights back on. No, we'll leave it there because it's going to be used for the bedrooms down the road. At least everyone's mood's still okay at this time. We need more hauling to quickly get rid of these bodies, I suppose. And with that in mind, let me go and turn down the construction. Or do we? No, we need stuff to get built. Well, we also need stuff to get hauled so that the building phase is less dumb. I guess that's why Hahula has construct below her haul. Actually, I'm going to do that with everyone who has hauling set up. Because I'd much prefer people walked somewhere, brought some stuff like as a big chunk back to the stockpile, than just walk somewhere, grab a little bit for a little bit of construction. Strip everyone. And yeah, we're going to let Bringa just bleed to death. I'm cruel, but that's the way it goes sometimes. A solar flare, no electricity works. Well, I'm happy that happened right after this assault, because trying to face tank these guys, I don't think we could have. I think they would have beat us pretty easily in a single fight. See, because this behavior is exactly like what I hate. When they walk out, grab a tiny microscopic amount of material just for one construction job. Very frustrating. Also, you're walking by a lot of bodies right now, and therefore feeling like crap because of it. Well, yeah. Why don't you just go to bed? Whatever. Do whatever you want. I don't care. Fuzz was just wandering in the bloodiest, most disgusting area there is. I guess you're going around cleaning now, but you were on a wander behavior a second ago. Don't lie to me. We need to haul that to minimize how much slowdown we're experiencing. We've got some construction to do, still have some hauling to do. Repairing is still a higher priority than hauling, and I think that's probably okay. A little bit of blood out here, I guess that's fine to haul out. Yeah, there's going to be a little bit more poor mood going on just while we have all the corpses. Solar flare ended. Wow, that was a really short solar flare. Thank you, game. That was surprisingly kind of you. Something I'm going to do, we don't necessarily need it now, but it's a good sort of preemptive thing to do. I'm going to get a redundant power line over here, because always a good idea to avoid random zots, protect against bombardment. Yeah, see, that's another example. It might have been a thing. So I think it's okay. Everyone who can haul, I think they should haul above construction. And everyone who can haul should haul. Hahula is tailoring first. Yeah, which I might still be okay with. Because we want some good quality clothes, because that's another big source of crankiness. And the captain over here, you're hauling bodies away, which is wonderful. Thank you very much for that. Brown pants as well. Did I not tell you guys to be stripped, though? Because stripping should come first. Still need the crematorium. That will dramatically simplify our situation. But I guess for now it's going to be okay. We don't have the tech yet. We need to finish the electric smelting first, which is slowly being researched. Oh, IU, I'm going to cancel this mining job. I still want a bedroom over here, don't get me wrong. But before winter sets in, I want you mining out of the base. So any chance we're going to get... Oh, rice is ready to go. Again, it's plant cut, right? Isn't it? Or, I'm really confused. Do you need both plant cutting and growing to go and harvest plants? Oh, that might be. Well, I'm happy I grabbed it before all these plants died then. Because, yeah, just growing does not seem... Let's see here. So, with just plant cutting, they didn't grab stuff. Let me just reset these guys here. Well, now they're going to sleep. It's almost like, do you need growing turned on for it to flag a job of, like, harvest? And then plant cutting turned on for them to actually do it? We'll see in the morning if they go back to grabbing this stuff or not. So they don't have plant cutting turned on, but growing is a high priority. I didn't want them to be sitting around planting. I guess I could have turned off sowing. But then I'd probably forget to toggle it again. Okay, no, you're going to go around harvesting it. Alright, well, I guess that's what you need. You just need growing. There. Well, I may as well turn this stuff back on in case I decide to start chopping down some trees again. Which will happen at some point. Speaking of trees, how are these coming along? No. It's going to take a while to grow. But at least we'll have some nearby trees at some point. Because we don't have any wood right now. There's the snow. Hard snow. Is it particularly deep? No, not too bad right now. It's just dusting. So, before winter fully sets in, this is going to be our last good chance to chop down some trees, and we want a bunch of wood. So I'm going to go and do that now. Before walking through the snow becomes a big pain in the ass. So we're going to bulk chop a bunch of trees. Also, we want to finish harvesting this. I wish I'd turned my growing on, because I'm afraid we're going to lose some of these things. These corn, yeah, the corn's not going to finish regardless. Some of the cotton did, which is quite nice. And a bit surprising. So that's interesting. You're going to do the tree chopping before the plants. Okay, no, it's not ready to be harvested. I think everything that was ready to be harvested has been. So that's okay. Poor mood. Captain Sledge. What's up, buddy? Some corpses. A little bit of pain. Ate without a table. Really? Oh, maybe you're out in the field or something. I mean, most chairs may have been used, but probably not. Hahula's Tune by Jeff. Jeff? Jeff and Hahula are in the relationship, right? No, it's Hahula and Aoi. Jeff, what are you doing? Jeff is doing art about Hahula, despite Ayuri being right there. So, sculpture represents Lane Hahula Massey, whispering sweet nothings into Ayuri's... Oh! Oh, that's so sweet! Jeff made a sculpture of Hahula and Ayuri's love. Oh, that's nice. In an unrealistically large bed. Hahula is blowing air at Ahuyuri. The image is bordered by 6 rabbits. The work suggests the concept of injury. What? Representation tells the story of Hahula and Ayuri becoming lovers on the 14th of spring. Oh, that's fantastic. I didn't know this. Oh, that's great. I haven't looked at a lot of the art descriptions since they added art descriptions, and certainly this is the first time that we've seen any art since this Alpha 13, which added relationships, and I love the recognition of the relationships. I gotta rebuild the guns, but I sort of want to kind of let them finish their current jobs before I start queuing that up. It's not like we have a whole lot of steel anyway, which isn't great. Cargo pods of meat. Well, we're gonna have lots of food this season. So at least we've got that going for us. I think what I'm going to do is before winter sets in, we're going to go and get a little bit more people mining the steel over here, because we don't have quite enough to do what we need right now. So we can get a bunch of people doing some mining real quick before it gets too snowy. We got to rush it, because apparently we got to rebuild a bunch of turrets. We can rebuild the turrets once the snow hits. I think everyone's just going to bed right now. Oh, also, this has got to be hauled ASAP. Hahula, why don't you go and do that now, actually? There you go. That way the doors can close again. Although, I guess they won't close until someone walks through them. There we go. There we go. Now that we have growing turned on, we'll replant the dailies as well, which is lovely. And the food outside is going to be mostly refrigerated. Spoils in 2 years. Excellent. We're still not getting a lot of nutrition from these things. But at least we are okay on meat now. Everyone's got a bed. We haven't gotten any sort of fits in some time. It's probably time for a psychic drone. Because how perfect would that be right now? It'd be nice if someone hauled these meals in. Maybe we'll make that a priority. Brown pants, are you... Yeah, you're fully rested. Oh, there we go. The last of the meals have been picked up or eaten. So we don't have to worry about it. So yeah, everyone go out here and do another big round of mining. Oh, that's plasteel, so we don't want to mine that yet. Plasteel takes too long to mine. And as soon as we get, like, real snow on the ground, I'm going to cancel all these mining jobs so that we're not walking across the world through slow snow. Although we'll still need to haul it at that point, but that's okay. The dogs are actually hauling it for us right now, which is awfully handy. Get the whole group out here. We got enough food? Yeah, we got just enough food right now. That'll do. May as well cut out the spaceship bits here for some components as well. Chop, chop, chop. So it's the 4th of fall. No snow on the ground. It's above freezing. So the snow that did come has melted. Yeah, more spaceship components sort of lying all over the place. I want to grab a couple there and there, just to say, because we will need them. Nah, we're not going to touch the plasteel yet. That's all done. We can finish this area. And that. And then after that, the steel that's remaining really starts to be a fair bit further away. Unless we find some steel in here, which could still very much happen, of course. And that. And that will just about finish our mining jobs. Not quite yet, but mostly there. 6 p.m., people are hungry, getting some meals. Yeah, I think we actually ran out of chairs. Deconstruct the party zone. I'm going to move the party zone. Is that under miscellaneous? There it is, party spot. We'll move you there. And we're going to... I think the wooden chairs are nicer. Although, that we don't have a match set. Fine. Steel. It's going to use a fair amount of steel. Good thing we just mined a whole bunch and build a couple of those over there. So we have more seats, because we're so occasionally running out of them. Plus, it'll look nicer. You're going to mine some more steel? No, you're going to go and sew an area. Oh, probably one of the little pots. Don't do that. Tell you what, why don't you just haul some steel while you're out here? Don't want you walking back empty-handed. Thank you. Same thing with brown pants here. Actually, I should have done that last time when they went for their meals. Just babysat them long enough. Actually, he's going to want to go to bed soon. So yeah, we'll let him mine. And as soon as he starts running back home... There you go, they're in a sleep schedule. So he's going to finish his round of mining, but I'm going to send him back with a hauling job. Like that. Thank you. Wonderful. So we've got some steel stored at home. We have no electricity. Are our guns still on? No. I'm actually surprised we ran out of power. Our heaters are probably having to start working harder. Yes, that's true. That is very true. I'm going to go and unsuspend these jobs here so we can start working some meals right now, because we're running a little bit low. And it would be awkward if something happened and our cooks were too busy later on. So we're going to go and get them to do a round of that. But yeah, we definitely need some more power going. Now, I think the wind generators... Yeah, we really can't build any more than that. This will get a little bit of shade, but not that much. Now, I mean, I could use this space for something else, but a few solar panels inside our base would not be a terrible idea. So I think that's okay. I'm just going to extend the stockpile zone out to here. So it might get some shadow, but it's a nice secure location. We don't have too much to worry about. Help get the power generation up higher. We'll need some batteries shortly, because I suspect that our current batteries aren't going to be enough to go through the night anymore. But that will work out. So don't run back empty-handed. So again, we're getting some snow. It's still thin snow. It is already, though, killing our walking speed pretty dramatically. So I'm going to go ahead and cancel the rest of this mining jobs over here. It's too far away. It's not worth the trouble. Haul that, please. And yeah, there's still a little bit of compact thing over here, which wouldn't be too bad. Yeah, no, I'll still cancel this one. There we go. And that one's finishing up, so that's okay. Now, we did mine some bits over here, which to me says this is not an area with anything bad in it, which is kind of interesting. So when we do finally mine from the inside and get over there, we won't have to worry about popping that, and maybe we'll have a big empty constructed room already set up for us. All right, got heaters in all the bedrooms. They're currently operational. I can drop them down. I guess I can set them all, right? If I double-click everything, reset them all, and then bring them down to 16 is perfectly sufficient. We still have some vents, which are kind of superfluous now, but that's all right. So we're going to haul things in for the winter. Still some thin snow. That's just a dusting of snow. Although I'm not going to mine anymore anyway. I'm just going to let what we've got now get hauled in eventually, which is exactly what's happening here. So there's enough steel here that the walking is going to be enough work. If we happen to haul it all in and there's no snow left, then we'll go and mine a little bit more out. But all in all, I'm feeling okay. We got some steel over here that's not that far, actually. That might be what we do next. And if we deconstruct the floor, I don't know if we get the metal. I think we do get some. So that might be worth doing. Poor mood. Who's in a poor mood? Fuzzy. How come? Ugly environment, feeling bad, tattered apparel. Yeah, none of that is too bad. We've got our clothes being crafted again. I could finish these fancy bedrooms over here, which might not be... Oh, you're going to plant some more? That is a real waste of your time. But whatever. If I turn off the sew, then I'm just going to forget to turn it back on again in the spring, and that will be really bad. See, it's important to know what you suck at, and then optimize for that. And we have no blocks. I don't know if this crafting table ever got a job, and apparently the answer is no. Now, obviously, we've been pretty busy anyway, but we do need to get our block operation stuff going on again, and we do have crafting turned on for a few people, so that's going to be okay. We could even have Captain Sledge make blocks. But no, Captain Sledge's got too many important things to do. Just because he can craft doesn't mean he should craft. Meals being eaten, lots being made here. Someone is idle. You. Oh, yeah, because we don't have any of your mining. So what I'm going to do is define this to be mined out. But I'm going to make sure that everyone other than IU, their mining is both... Like, I can leave it at level 4. Maybe, you know, every now and again they'll do a little bit. But IU is going to be our miner. You're going to finish this area off. This solar panel is actually inconveniently placed for what we wanted to put a room here. I mean, I can still put a room. Just mine that out for now, and then we'll also mine out this area over here. Let me cancel this square here. We'll have to just be careful because we're going to be opening the next area soon. Knickers is pregnant again. Excellent. More huskies, guys. I mean, at a certain point, we may start selling the huskies off. Or, you know, eating them. I'm okay with having more than just 2. Like, we've got 2 huskies right now that are fully grown. The next set of puppies, that'll bring us up to 5. I think that might be where we want to stop. After that, we might be happy with selling off some spares. I'm going to make a smaller room here. Or just use it for more storage. All these things are possible. And haul things. I'm going to let... cancel again. It's just so far out of the way. Can't just move this. Yeah, in hindsight, I'm not going to take it apart now because it's going to be a waste of material. But it doesn't leave us with a very big room over here. We could still potentially make a pretty room. It won't be big. I don't think it'll feel crowded. I think it'll be big enough that we're not going to get the crowded trait. It's probably okay. We still have to finish this. Hahula, once Hahula is done making all the clothing, then, and once we hit sort of the clothing amount that we need over here, which right now we still need a lot of toques, she will mostly go back to making blocks, which is okay. So right now we don't have a lot of stone blocks, and I'm okay with that. It's not so bad. It's not like we're actually hurting for bedrooms. It would be nice to get a proper, oh, that could be our hospital. So it might feel a little bit crowded, but yeah, no, that's going to work out very well. I'm going to be happy with that. Proper hospital right there. And in fact, I think we need that before the bedroom. So we got a little bit of marble. I guess we still have some slate kicking around. It might not have been hauled, or maybe it has. Maybe we have picked up all the slate that was kicking around. We got some extra marble blocks over there. That doesn't count as part of our total. We still have some meat out here, but it is frozen, so that's good. Still a lot of stuff that needs to be hauled. Metal over here. Yep, that's true. And actually, we probably want the hauling to complete before winter sets in, as much as possible. Yeah. Yeah, because then this, walking through the snow is just going to be a big pain in the butt. So I'm going to tweak that once again. Just try to get everything picked up from outside of the base and brought into our base. I'm going to go and just trim this zone back a bit, because that's going to be our hospital. Just probably 2 beds, sterile floor. I mean, we don't have medical beds yet, but 2 beds and a sterile floor is going to be a pretty damn good start. We also, it's worth noting, do not yet have a... Where is it? Under miscellaneous, right? The tool cabinet. And actually... Oh, interesting. Wouldn't reach there, but it would reach here. It's probably worth building one now. And actually, I wonder if the stonecutter's table would benefit from it. Probably it would. It's going to use a lot of steel, but that's okay. I think what also would make a lot of sense is a... I guess, yeah, we really don't have wood, so we got to make everything out of steel now. Even though it's not my instinct, because steel is usually better. A door here would save some amount of walking. Still going to have these bedrooms here. But there we go. Just a slightly easier path. It is more material. We don't have unlimited amounts of it. There, okay. We're finally just going to haul this stuff, because it's annoying me that it's there. Because every time I go to select it, I have to unselect it. It's like, you know what? We're going to do it now. Wow, there's no snow on the ground. So, Hahula, you are hauling steel, which is great. That's very much what we want you to do right now. Right before winter sets in. Haul as aggressively as possible. Captain, you're hauling as well. I'm okay with that. Brown Pants, you are cooking, which is pretty important. Although right now, we don't need the cooking as quite a high priority. I guess what I'll do is I'll turn off the infinity jobs, because we have enough meals set up. And actually... Yeah... See, Captain Brown Pants doesn't make fine meals. He only makes the simple meals. And we probably want to prioritize the fine meal stuff. So actually, I'm going to turn off Brown Pants cooking for now. We'll just get Captain Sledge to do it. Because we do have the fine meals prioritized in here. But if Brown Pants gets to it first, then he'll just sit there making simple meals and use our stuff sort of less efficiency. There we go. Captain Sledge is cooking. Right. Hauling is number 1. Yeah. No. So he'll cook for now, and I'm okay with that. I guess what I could have done is... Oh, yeah, that's the other thing I could have done. Hold on. Is I could just... Yeah, because you want to find meals, that's fine. We're going to turn on Infinity Find Meals and leave it that way. Which means I could, if I do it that way, I can make sure... I can leave... Yeah, that's probably way better. Keep them both on. I don't think we'll ever have the simple meal unlimited job there. We'll just make sure there's always 10 simple meals. People will always prioritize eating the fine meals first. So this is the one that we need to make sure gets worked on. And we can always tune it. We got some traders. Lovely. We've got someone idle because there's nothing to mine right now. So Ayuri... Well, you can keep mining. And as much as I would like to mine some more, material that we actually need for value, I'm actually going to get you to push in over here. I'm not going to get you to cut everything yet. I'm going to start by doing something like this. We're going to explore to see if we might be able to hit some more useful materials. And we'll do one of those as well. Let's see what that leads to us. Because we're going to want to start carving this out soon. It's not too far away, which is great. Especially if I go and put a door. Well, I don't want to just put a door over here. Because people will attack the door as a default. We're going to have to wall off this area. And in fact, we want to wall off this whole area here. And a raid. Pirates, they're going to prepare for a while, then attack. It's a large number of them. Of course, they're going to be relatively well equipped. Ooh, Molotov cocktails is not great. I don't see anyone with explosives, though. So other than that, we're okay. Well, we got to put a cut in here. But before I do, so I don't forget anything, we're going to tell our animals to stay indoors. We're going to tell our people to stay in the Area 1. And I can actually extend Area 1 a wee bit now. So Area 1 is our behind our walls area. So we can do something... like that. Someone might still wander out to, repair something from the wrong side, but I kind of don't want to, not flag this stuff, because I do want it to be repaired. I just don't know why they go around the backside sometimes to do that. Still, as long as we babysit them a little, we should be okay. Oh, we got the traders here. I guess we'll do the trade. Hahula. Now, you can tell, it's interesting. You can't tell them to do some jobs in a forbidden area, but you can tell them to do this. We could sell the puppies, but we're not going to do that yet. We could purchase some people, but they're expensive. Not against purchasing people. They're going to be free and fine, you know, once we grab them. But yeah, we'll just sell some crap weapons that we have no interest in using. And then stop there. Not going to take your overpriced medicine. We actually have some medicine, which is pretty good. Okay. Be nice if the raiders attacked while the people were here. I realize that would lead to negative moodlets, but at least, you know, help our cause. Oh, we haven't rebuilt our guns. Oh, shit. We actually never even reset the jobs, which was sort of fine because we were, you know, sort of busy. But yeah, let me toggle everyone, get them up and running here. We need to get this construction done. Well, I still have to put a cut in here. Ooh, that's going to be very scary. I hope they don't attack too soon. I guess if they attack now, at least they'd be distracted by our traders. So we do have a little bit of extra time, which is good. And everyone should be prioritizing constructing of this stuff. We don't have any other construction jobs kicked around, I don't think. So, at the very least, even if there's a deconstruct job, this is going to be closer. So I think people are really going to heavily prioritize that. I don't know how much metal we've got. Actually, quite a bit. And components? Is it under this category? 7. 7 is not that much. 7 is really not that much. And we're going to use them up pretty heavily here, and we're going to need to do repairs from time to time. So we actually probably want to complete digging out the ship stuff. And at some point, actually start to produce our own components. I'm going to go and queue that up so I don't, you know, forget it later. But still not the greatest. Now, they can't go out here right now because of our restrictions, so don't worry about the possible attackers. Well, we're going to put a cut in here, and when we come back, we're going to be fighting some pirates. Thanks for watching. See you next time, folks. Bye-bye.